Hi there. Hi there. It's Tuesday. It's 7 minutes after 7. And at this time, the geeks come to sit down here to talk to you about technology. Geek Squad is proudly brought to you by Home Used Cars app. The Hooker app, discover the state of your car before it's imported. Hooker app, we let you know if it's accident free. And mobile money interoperability. Powered by Gips. Be our hero. Be safe. Stay home. Across a year safer. And then COVID Connect, a digital service that connects to the medical team at the University of Ghana Medical Center. Access COVID Connect by downloading the Lusky app from the Play Store or iOS. Lusky is spelled Luscii. So, today we're talking about what is trending in the tech world. So many things have been happening in the tech world. I know we haven't kept you updated in a while. We have tried to keep you updated with things that are related to COVID-19. But today we want to talk about things that other things that are happening in the tech world. For instance, I'm sure you probably heard me before the show talking about Elon Musk's child. Elon Musk had a son and has a very weird name. We'll be talking about that. Towards the end of that conversation, we will be talking about how Tom Cruise is literally going to outer space to shoot a new action movie with Elon Musk again, SpaceX, and Microsoft released some new products. We'll be talking about them. And Apple has been rated #1 tech company. We'll be telling you more about that in a bit. Anyway, so we will be having the usual suspects, Michael, Winston, and a new guest who will be joining us to have a conversation, Kofi Tando. We're trying to get them in on Zoom. In the meantime, in between time, while I try to get these guys on, you can call us on 0302 216 541 or 0244 340437, or you can send a WhatsApp message or Telegram message about whatever problem, whatever tech-related question you'd like to ask to us on WhatsApp or Telegram. It's 0244 340 437. If you want to join us on the Telegram Geek Squad group, it's t.me/Joy Geek Squad. If you tweet at us on social media, you add the hashtag Joy Geek Squad, and you can find us on Facebook. We're streaming live on Facebook, Joy997FM, also with the hashtag Joy Geek Squad. And after the show, if you missed any of our shows before, you can also find the podcast on Google Podcasts, on Apple iTunes Podcasts, and you can even watch the whole show again on either Facebook or YouTube. I'll be right back. And I'm back, and I have been joined by the usual suspects. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hi, Michael. Hi, Winston. Hi, Kofi.
Hello, Spiky. Hello,
Yeah.
Ness.
Is Kofi there? Mr. Tando, we can't hear you. If you're here, say hello. Anyways, while we try to get Michael and Kofi to hear us, Michael and Kofi, if you can hear us, just give us a wave or say something. Anyway, Winston, how have you been doing?
Yeah. I'm alright.
What's been trending in your tech world?
So in my tech world, I've basically been looking at the effects of COVID-19 to the tech space. I mean, if you're talking about consumer related stuff, there's been a lot of delays in products and stuff like that.
Hmm.
And for those who are interested, the Pocophone F2, I believe, will be announced tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So for those that, but I think one of the biggest news for me is Airbnb halving its staff. I think it was about 50%. They had
Sorry.
to let go a sizable chunk of their staff because of everything that's going on.
Hmm. Now that is interesting. It's not unprecedented though. I mean, this is a service
No,
that
it isn't.
because we're seeing that going a lot of that going around. A lot of businesses are
Yeah.
halving their staffs and laying people off as a result of the
Yeah.
COVID.
Yeah, I've been reading. I was reading an article about some of the winners and some of the losers in this entire COVID.
Who are some of the winners? I'm very interested.
The winners, first off, Zoom. Zoom
Obviously.
is one of the biggest.
Yeah, the biggest winners. And they've
in
caused
this entire thing. Yeah.
such a paradigm shift in video conferencing technology. Everyone is
Yeah.
sort of like trying to weigh in on it. Today I read that WhatsApp is trying to get, well, is merging with Facebook rooms, the meeting rooms.
Oh,
So if you're using WhatsApp on your desktop, you can actually have a group video call, video conference up to 50 participants using Facebook meeting rooms because obviously it's an integrated.
Hi, Spiky.
Hi, Michael.
This is Kofi.
Oh, Kofi. Good to have you and welcome to the show for the very first time.
Thank you.
Yeah, so we were talking about who the winners in the whole COVID situation have been, and number one, Zoom, and how they've caused other businesses to see how relevant video conferencing is. Or is it COVID that caused people to realize how important it was, or Zoom just winning caused everyone to say, "Hey, let's try and get a piece of this pie"? Who would
Well,
you?
I don't know if COVID was really the immediate cause because Zoom was there before COVID.
Hmm.
There were other video conferencing software and apps and web interfaces that people could use even for free before COVID. But for some reason, Zoom just sort of spiked when
Yeah.
everybody to start working remotely. And I think this was because they were subtly in everybody's face talking about hold your meetings online, knowing very well that a lockdown was coming. Because Google having Google Meet, Google Hangout, Microsoft had their version of
Skype. Microsoft had Skype and Microsoft Teams. Yeah, I mean, who would have thought? Everyone knew that Skype was synonymous to video conferencing or video calling. Who would have
Skype
thought that Skype would have gone BlackBerry?
Skype hasn't been user friendly in the past couple of years. To be
When
honest.
you say user friendly, how do you mean?
very true. Very true.
The interface of Skype. Have you tried signing into Skype?
I've tried calling people and how difficult it is.
Annoying. It's annoying to go on Skype and do anything. It's like they just refused to go with the rest of the world.
Would you say that Skype would have grown had it not been purchased by Microsoft?
Doubt it.
Hmm.
I don't think they to cripple Skype. I think Microsoft wanted to leverage on the platform
Underlying
and
technology, yeah.
widen their reach, but they sort of let it sleep because there was no competition at the time,
Hmm.
and they have a need to grow it, and they just got overtaken by the times and by everybody else.
And now even common, did I say common? Pardon my language, but now even WhatsApp is trying to get in on this game.
It's taken them too long. That's what I would ask.
Hmm.
It's taken too long. WhatsApp should have opened. They should have been the leaders in this space because they took the head start with end-to-end encryption, and
Hmm.
they should have just taken advantage of this thing. Once they allowed the web interface, desktop apps, they should have allowed video calling at least on these interfaces and they would have been in the lead long time. Nobody would have even known what Zoom was.
Yeah.
But another I find really, really surprising was Google Hangouts.
Yes, Google Hangouts was being shut down prior to the nation or worldwide lockdown. They were trying to
Yes,
push
they
Google Duo.
to take advantage of their the numbers of people across the world that rely on Google.
Hmm.
We still sorely failed to take advantage of this opportunity.
Well, Michael, are you here now?
Yes, I am.
Well, you sound very far away. You might want to get closer to your mic.
I am. No, I can't get any closer to my mic unless I eat it, because I'm considering I'm using a headset.
Okay, then increase the sensitivity of your microphone. Thank you very much.
All right, volume up, volume up.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, welcome our resident Jeremy Clarkson, aka Michael Ajite. Sorry, I don't have an applause for you, Michael.
Wow, it's like
Kofi. So yeah, Michael Winston, we have Kofi joining us, and we're talking about video conferencing and how Zoom
Yep.
took the lead, and everyone seems to now be following. I remember there's a service called GoToMeeting, and that I would have expected to have led this whole thing because yeah, I mean, listen to the name, GoToMeeting, and it's one that I've used a couple of times. I had never used Zoom prior to all this lockdown and everything, but everyone else just died. Citrix, GoToMeeting, Hangouts, like we've mentioned, Skype. Everyone else just died, and Zoom just became synonymous to video conferencing as Google is to search. Very soon, I'm sure it's going to become a word. Let me Zoom you.
There's one noticed, yeah.
Hmm.
Zoom has very similar functionalities to TikTok.
Does it now?
So I believe that those two companies have a similar base or a common.
A common goal. Anyways,
And TikTok has a function where you can clear your background and you can put different images, and Zoom has the exact same thing.
I think a lot of other video conferencing
yeah.
software.
So if you look at the way in which
It's done. It's executed.
to achieve or not achieve change in background,
Hmm.
it's the same way that TikTok does it. And they're both Chinese companies.
No, the owner is Chinese for Zoom. The company is still American.
Well, potato, potato. Line somewhere.
Anyways, so guess what? Apple has been rated as #1 tech company in a brand intimacy study. Now, keyword here is intimacy in 2020. So, the U.S. top 10 most intimate technology and telecom brands for 2020. #1 is Apple, and #2 is Samsung. #3 is Google. #4 is Microsoft. 5 is AT&T. 6 is Verizon. 7 is Dell. 8 is LG. 9 is HP, and 10 is Intel. But where's AMD? So yeah, what do you guys make of this?
Probably still trying to build a function chips.
Hmm.
AMD is actually ruling
Please,
the market.
that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about Apple
That's-
being the most. I knew you just
So-
jumped to this AMD thing.
With the #1 thing, to be clear, it is on technology and telecom stuff. So
Mm.
the overall #1 company based on intimacy was actually Amazon. Then I think second was Disney, but that's besides the point. Moving on, I'm not surprised that for telecom and technology based intimacy findings, Apple wins because these intimacy research is done for marketers in the sense that marketers have come to understand since the advent of Facebook and stuff like that, you get so much access to data that you realize that emotional purchases is actually a thing. A person's emotional sentiment towards a product affects their willingness or non-willingness to buy said product. So, and let's also say that this research was targeted to only the United States.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, pretty much every person we know in the United States is using an iPhone.
Well, that's because of all those subsidies that they have, telecom related. Like you can buy an iPhone from your provider.
And a certain level of prestige.
Do they consider Apple's prestigious in the States too? I thought it was only in this part of the world.
No, I mean if they are bullying kids who use Androids
are they now?
Then you should. Oh yeah, it was actually an issue.
Well, I used to see people bully Android users based on their Snapchat use.
They still do.
So we've got a question before we continue. I'm Douglas from Castle. Please, I want you to help me get work using my smartphone, work from home. Douglas, you want us to help you get work, as in you want to be able to work from home, or you have a job and you want to be able to work from home? Which one? If you want to be able to work from home and you don't have a job, freelancing.
I mean,
right, guys?
What can you do? I mean, the question is,
what can you do? What are your skills? We need to know your skills. Then we could recommend something that you could do. And another question here. Someone says, let me get the name. There's another Douglas from DC. He says, my question is, why does Microsoft Teams pull data so much like that? And WhatsApp video. That's Douglas from DC. He wants to know why Microsoft Teams pulls data so much.
Honestly, I think that is the reason why Skype lost this battle, because Zoom was hitherto very unknown in this space, and now they are recording about 200 million users in a day. That's a jump from 10 million users in a day to 200 million users, and that's because I always call Zoom easy to use. I don't like the whole sending a link for the meeting. I don't like that. Can I just jump in and find who I want to call? I don't like that. But it is, the calls barely drop. The calls are fairly smooth. But Skype, you can even be on 4G LTE and something's happening.
I agree. I absolutely agree. I used to have that challenge when I Skyped to the office from home, my TV interviews, and it was always breaking when I used Skype. When we switched to Zoom, it's been smoother. So I agree with that. So that means Microsoft / Skype have to fix their encoding so it's lighter, or their compression so the videos are lighter. Kofi, this is your area of expertise.
Well, true. If you do listen to Zoom interviews, you'll find that it's so compressed that sometimes the audio sounds a bit off.
I can hear you spectacularly clearly here.
It's very funny.
I mean,
Michael sounds like he's still in the basement, though.
If you know,
I am literally.
If you know what you're listening to, you can tell that the audio on Zoom is really, really compressed. But to the ordinary ear, it's just okay. You can hear it. There's clarity.
Right.
For the video part of it, there are compression and encoding modules that I think that Skype and all these other people can look at, because once again, the Chinese companies have amazing video compression techniques that you'll be amazed how you can compress a 200 terabyte file into 2 gig and it keeps the quality.
Well, we know Handbrake does a very good job at compressing videos.
So with these technologies that the Chinese have, they are leveraging on these, boxing the Americans left, right, and center, just to stay ahead of the curve.
So basically, Microsoft Teams is taking a lot of data because the video quality is not very compressed.
It's not efficient.
Okay.
They want to give us 4K video for calls. Why?
Because they think everybody's in America. So we've got another question.
On the subject?
Yeah?
No, I was just going to say that Winston was saying that you have to send links to everyone. But bear in mind, Zoom, when it was envisioned, when they started it, it's a corporate thing. And typically when you have in a corporate environment, everybody has their set email addresses, the directory and everything is done. Because we've been using Zoom in the office for years before this whole thing came up. And it was very simple. Like, you didn't need, if you sent out an invite, it automatically appeared in your email, was added to your schedule. All you needed to do was literally just click, no typing in anything. Literally click, choose whether or not you want to have your video in there, and then boom, you're in a meeting. It wasn't as, because of the environment it was set up for, it wasn't as difficult to use considering that context. Now things have changed, obviously, so it's not quite the same.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was about to mention that we have another question that says, "What's the name of the app?" Oh, okay. That allows you to check if your car is accident free. It's called Huca, Huca. You can download it from the Play Store or the App Store. Huca. So got a message from Sly. Sly says Zoom has been there before Koro, but truth is the patronage wasn't as it is now. COVID has rebirthed video conferencing again, even though it's been in existence. So yes, COVID has done some good to Zoom. See, Kobe, we don't care what Apple or iPhone has won. We the Samsungians. Wow, say Bafira. Good one there, Sly.
But on the subject of that listing, the number one thing that surprised me, I didn't expect to hear of them on that list, was HP at number 9.
Yeah. Well, they've got the new machines like the Spectre, and don't forget, because we use certain machines, we forget that corporate environments still use desktops, and people buy laptops for work. And HP.
I mean, I have a Lenovo Brick here, and it's still roughly the same sort of thing that HP makes.
Yeah, but it's a Lenovo.
I'm sure if you did one of those for printers, HP will come up top.
Yeah, and it didn't necessarily say phones or PCs. It just said brands. So an HP cuts across with a lot of things. It's then printers, PCs, laptops.
In there, that puts them right at the top.
Yeah,
that makes more sense.
Yeah,
but then 50-50, isn't it? Because I challenge the listeners to tell me that they've owned the printer and never had a problem with it, HP or otherwise.
Everyone had a problem with the printer. So how does the TikTok basically work? That's Stephen from Somanya. Why did I could literally hear crickets and cicadas when I asked that question. Like everything just went silent. What's with you guys? Are you too old for TikTok?
Yes, we are.
No, maybe you are. I understand fully personally how it works, but I personally do not like the app. I do not like what it stands for. I do not like what the developers are making. I certainly don't like the...
Oh, you guys are not fun. You guys are not fun.
I think TikTok is just like Snapchat and Instagram put together.
But more
Snap
tuned for music.
And
then voiceovers, ad-libs. So basically, Michael, you know how it works. Would you do us the honors?
TikTok is very similar. Anyway, TikTok is very similar to Snapchat and Instagram. In fact, if you add in the music filter from Instagram, add in a few more editing features that you get from Snapchat, boom, there you have it. TikTok works functionally the same way.
To add to what Michael said.
Yes, I was waiting for Winston Winston LeMay.
Basically, to be honest, think of TikTok as Snapchat or Instagram.
What if the person is never... You guys keep mentioning Snapchat and Instagram. What if the person's never used any of these two?
Think of TikTok as a content creation video app, in the sense that it is the way it's been streamlined. It is like another social media platform of its own, where people put videos on there, very, very short videos, and it could be, I've forgotten the time limit.
You know what I think we should do? We should do an explainer video showing people how to use TikTok.
That's Mikey.
Yeah.
You do it.
Do not forget that TikTok was big in China before COVID.
Yeah, it was Musical.ly, and then they bought it and then made it into TikTok. Well, they made TikTok and they bought Musical.ly and then they merged the two. Anyways, so we've got a question. I didn't get your name. It says, but why are you comparing Zoom with Skype? Microsoft made significant improvement with Teams, and Teams works very well with handheld devices and much better on a 4G network. Please compare Zoom with Microsoft Teams, and then you're comparing apples to apples.
I disagree.
Okay.
I disagree because Skype has been in this industry of video calling. It's like the grandpapa of this industry. I mean, companies like Ovo have come and gone. Viber has come and gone. Skype has
Hey,
been
Viber is
that
still there.
one. I mean, it's still there, but like its popularity is down under.
Hmm.
But Skype has been that one video calling software or app that has been there, and you'd expect them to grow. Maybe it was complacency. I don't know, but
No, it
I
wasn't.
disagree.
But don't forget that Microsoft owns both Teams and Skype, and for a while, Microsoft have the timing has been very poor, unfortunately. But
Hmm.
Microsoft have been trying to push the Skype family from Skype onto Teams
Yeah.
because on a broad in a broad view, Skype is basically Teams with right Teams is basically Skype with extra features lifted from Zoom and many other project management and communications tools. So it is literally just the same thing, and unfortunately, it's just the timing went very badly for Microsoft with this. Ideally, Teams would have been at full capacity and fully developed and ready to go before this thing happened, but you can't predict these things.
Right.
So
Yep.
the fact that Skype isn't as prevalent now, especially in these times, because it's by design. Microsoft don't want people to be paying attention to Skype when you have a more improved and more useful team sitting and waiting for you to do the exact same thing and more.
Yeah, I think I've seen certain places when you try to also go and use Teams for something, it takes you to Skype and vice versa.
So
Anyways,
it's like just poor timing on their part, and they still not managed to get that thing all cleaned up.
I guess what we were talking about by comparing Zoom with Skype was how Skype was in the lead and it was synonymous to video conferencing. Anybody who wanted to do a video call or something would have said Skype. But suddenly Skype is now not even playing second fiddle. It's all the way down there.
So, yeah, all the effort that I've gone into making sure that it was ready has rather gone into Teams, and now at the worst possible time, their efforts are split up.
So it's safe to say that maybe Microsoft wants to make Skype defunct, extinct by pushing Teams. I don't know. Maybe they're trying to do something bigger than Skype.
They're pulling a Google.
Exactly.
I will, however, say that Skype has gotten better. I've used Skype a few times during this COVID period, and it has gotten like I've actually seen the progress in it getting better week by week. So I don't know. I guess maybe they realized that they did fumble the ball, so they're working on it. But Skype has improved.
I believe stuff like this does happen to big companies where, some parts of the companies, because it's not like a small company where Skype is run by just one person, you get what I'm saying? Like, it's not a small company independent of a larger body. Skype as it now.
I'm reminded of Google, the great closers.
Yeah, and all the stuff that we love, like Google Reader, that they killed out forever mourn. Anyway, so we're still talking about what's
Google
trending. We're still talking about what's trending. Yeah, Google Trader.
That's a big blow for me.
Microsoft just released some 4 products, and an article on Forbes calls one of their products the best, in quotes, MacBook Pro. So I'm sure you probably have heard of the Microsoft Surface line of products, the Surface Book, the Surface Laptop, the Surface Pro, the tablet, which becomes a laptop, and then the laptop that becomes a tablet. And so this article on the Forbes by Ewan Spence says that Microsoft built a better MacBook Pro, considering that design-wise, even though little has changed about the device, but performance-wise, it packs a punch, with good internals and something that is worthy of calling it a Pro.
Which is the problem with this new MacBook Pro.
Yes, which is the problem with the new MacBook Pros, because why would you create a MacBook Pro with old MacBook Pro specs?
It feels like Apple was doing a yard sale. They weren't able to sell inventory, so they were like, "Hey, we'll use it next year." Because all what they've effectively done, because one of the entry level MacBook Pro 2020 MacBook Pro is effectively the 2019 MacBook Pro. The only difference is that they fixed the butterfly switches, so the keyboard
is better.
Now. That's it. Is that good enough to buy it? Yes.
Is that good enough to call it a Pro?
I mean, if it was a Pro last year, I guess that's how they are thinking about it. If it was a Pro last year, why can't it be Pro this year?
I think I agree with you when you say that they're having a yard sale because, I mean, they did release an iPhone SE.
Yeah.
Which essentially is an iPhone 8 that looks like, but with iPhone 11 internals.
Underclocked iPhone 11 internal.
And a very small battery.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I mean, we can go on. It will feel like we're attacking Apple, but so let's just move on.
We're moving on. We've got a question here. Hi, Geeks. What sort of phone is basically an okay phone to run the Zoom app? My phone has a 1 gigabyte of RAM. That is extremely small, but every time I try to download Zoom, it says the phone is not suitable to be able to hold the app. Follow-up question. What is the ideal price to buy a phone with realistic features? That's Nah from mile 7. Now, first off, that phone with 1 gig of RAM, I bet they can't even play Candy Crush.
I bet it's on Ice Cream Sandwich.
Yeah, it probably is. So her follow-up question is, it can't run Zoom. I don't think it can run.
I think the issue with it not running Zoom is that most of these apps now have a minimum API, and if you are running an Android version that is older,
yes, it wouldn't run it.
Level,
And then also, what is the ideal price to buy a phone with? She says realistic features. I'd like to think that means that, mid-range, affordable, something that is not over the top something not for geeks, something for everyday persons.
iPhone.
Sorry?
What?
Kofi, we missed you. We missed what you said.
Yeah, I was saying that she probably wants an iPhone 5 and upwards.
Right, with realistic features.
At least iPhone 6.
So iPhone 6. So we've got an iPhone 5, iPhone 6. I'm about to hit the gavel. Going.
No, honestly, now, you know what? I take the 6 back. 7.
7
going up.
Realistic features.
6S. I'm able to do everything I want, everything I need.
Well, that's you. You're a geek. You can deal with any lag because you know how many seconds it takes for that lag to go away.
That's my case.
Realistically, an iPhone 7.
How much is an iPhone 7 right now? Because I feel like you could get something like a Huawei Y9
or a Nova 5T or a Samsung A71 or A51
or A10, A20, A30 for less than at least 1,500. So when she says realistic, I feel like sometimes you have to give us your price and your bias.
Yeah, so now if you're listening to us, we'd like to know your budget and your bias, as Winston put it. If you would rather an Android or you'd rather an iPhone, then we can make a recommendation.
Yeah.
No? Good. So while we wait for that, we've got another question. Which brand of laptop would you rather encourage I buy? I need a laptop for myself. Stephen from Somaya. Stephen, it heavily depends on what you use it for. Right, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But more generally,
asking me.
I would suggest Dell, a basic Dell.
So a basic Dell would be a Dell Latitude or an Inspiron. Yo, we're doing free advertisements for these guys.
You know,
it's rather unfortunate, but we can't do it without also doing this.
Yeah. If you ask me personally, the laptop I want right now is the Samsung Galaxy Flex. Samsung Book Flex, the new one.
Okay.
The blue one.
I want the Asus thingy.
The dual screen.
Of course. Wait, hang on. Spikey, don't you already have an Asus dual screen already?
No, I don't. This guy has it. I'm not mentioning. Anyway.
Spike does.
Yeah, he would.
Shall we audit you?
Hello, Geek Squad. Is it advisable to buy a pre-owned or refurbished iPhone, and what are the disadvantages? You didn't get
the norm?
Well, a pre-owned or refurbished iPhone.
Yeah, isn't that the norm? Like I feel like over 70% of people who use iPhones.
Let's rephrase. It's the norm here.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
So Kojo from Aoshi is helping now from aisle 7. He says she can get an A20s for around 850 Ghana cedis, or an Infinix Note 5/Stylus for 800 to 900 Ghana cedis. The iPhone 6 upwards are more than 1200. Her budget, how much is her budget though? That's Kojo from Aoshi. Yeah, Kojo, that's exactly what we're also asking now. And I'm sure she's probably going to respond. And then we'd be able to help her with her recommendation, with some recommendations. Anyways, I'll be back with you guys. Let me just go sell some Geek Squad. COVID Connect says, are you worried you may be having COVID-19 symptoms? Do not panic. Download the Lusky app to access COVID Connect. COVID Connect is not just an app, it is a service. COVID Connect is a virtual consulting room which allows users of the app to fill in their COVID-19 symptoms. If your symptoms are rated mild to high risk, you would receive a call from a medical team at the University of Ghana Medical Center. They will care for you based on the treatment guidelines prescribed by the WHO at the comfort of your home, and an ambulance will be dispatched to pick those who may require in-hospital treatment and testing for COVID-19. Download the Lusky app right now and connect to this service. Lusky is spelled Luscii. COVID Connect, connect for health. COVID Connect is brought to you by the UGMC Ministry of Health and supported by the Farm Access Foundation. Hookah app is the home used car app. Are you buying a used car? Discover the state of the car before it's imported with the home used car app, the Hookah app. Download and install the Hookah app on your mobile device now and enter the vehicle identification number or the chassis number of the car and get up to 10 images to help you assess the damages on the car before it's imported. The Hookah app gives a detailed report on the car's undercarriage, suspension, transmission, engine, and electrical systems before importation. Make the best buying decision. Check you before you buy your next car with the home used car or Hookah app. Hookah is spelled Huca. It's available on iOS and Android devices. Visit homeusedcar.com for more details. Hookah app. We let you know if it's accident free. Dear parents or guardians, Joy Learning is intensifying teaching lessons in these times as the reported COVID-19 cases in Ghana has compelled schools to close down. Kindly tune your television channel to Joy Learning and access our classroom lessons and other educational programs. We can assure you that with Joy Learning, your children will not be left behind in classroom teachings while in the house. Do not allow COVID-19 to prevent your child from learning. Joy Learning has you covered. With Joy Learning, education is secured, convenient, and easily accessible anywhere, anytime, in the comfort of your homes. Get a multi-TV digibox for your kids now. Joy Learning. Keep learning. So, Na from Aisle 7 says she wants an Android phone, any type, but her budget is from 400 to 1,000 Ghana cedis.
So I guess the ones we mentioned will do fine.
Yeah.
I think from the A10 to A20, and then the Wi-Fi Prime on the Huawei side.
Yeah.
I think to Y9. I think there's a cheaper version of the Y9.
Y7.
And then they have the
Wi-Fi Y7.
Yeah. The issue is that there's a lot. When you ask a person what phone should I buy, there's a whole like a questionnaire for you to fill before.
Yeah.
Give
Camera.
a good solid answer.
Like, are you concerned about the camera, battery, the size of the phone? There's a whole lot of things. So now, if you're not satisfied with our answers, you can join us in the Telegram group. It's t.me/JoyGeekSquad. I'm sure we can help you narrow down on the best phone to suit your purpose. No? Yeah. Anyway, so if you're listening to us and you want to send us a message, it's 0244-340-437. You can send us a message on WhatsApp or on Telegram. And you can call us on the same number, 0244-340-437 or 0302-216-541. Let me say it slowly. 0244 340 437. That's the WhatsApp and Telegram, or you can even call that same number. If you prefer to call the landline, remember the days of the landline 0302 216 541. Give us a call, send us a message, tell us what you want, ask us whichever question you want to ask us with regards to tech. And yes, so away from that, we're still talking about what's trending. You guys heard Tom Cruise says he wants to shoot a movie out of space with the help of Elon Musk.
I mean, is this surprising?
No, not at all.
But we've seen SpaceX's launches and touchdowns not 100% pass, if you may, right?
But they are getting there. When was the last time they had a major incident?
Well, but you see, this is you want to shoot a movie
in space.
Yes, in space,
and
then you come back.
When he says, I'm gathering when he says in space, he means like outside.
Yeah, we're not talking about the stratosphere.
No, like in the sense, like they are working with the international.
Yeah, like basically they are hovering in space.
Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking, because knowing Tom Cruise and what he's done, this guy's not just going to go to
he's a
the
Scientologist
space station and be inside, walking inside. He wants outside.
Yeah.
I don't know about this. I really don't.
Anyways, good evening, guys. Can you give me the price of a Nokia latest Android phone? That's Ajima Joseph from Community 9 Tema. No, we can't give you the price of a latest Nokia Android phone. We don't have that data. And if we did, we'd be advertising them for free. Anyway, so back to that conversation. This is really, really, really important that they go to space and shoot. We've seen Interstellar. We've seen what's that Martian movie? Anyway, we've got a call on the line. Hello, Monica.
Yes, good evening.
Good evening, Monica.
I wonder if I can ask something about computers, laptop.
Yes,
can I
please.
do that?
You can.
What I'd like to find out is that if you are charging your laptop,
right,
and you forget, and it's charged, it's 100%, and you don't put it off, and the charger is on, does it cause any damage to your battery or your charger?
Okay. Thank you very much, Monica, for that. We would answer your question. Energy.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Do you guys hear that?
No.
Oh, yeah, you wouldn't. So Monica just called. She was asking, if you charge a laptop to 100% and it stays at 100%, you don't unplug it, does it affect the laptop in the long run?
It does.
So?
It does.
In the
long run, yes. Every once in a while, if she finds out that she doesn't regularly have to use the battery, she should just connect the power and allow the battery to run down naturally, get into the low percentages, and then charge it up again. That helps keep the battery healthy.
Right.
And she should also avoid situations where the laptop gets extreme
hot.
Well, hot.
Yeah, putting it on the bed.
But
well, we've got another call on the line. I'll get back to you guys in a bit. Hello, Stephen.
Yes, hello.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, sir. Your question, please.
Please, I would like to know BlueStacks application that allows you to install Android apps on your PC. I've noticed something about it. Anytime I install it and then I try to open any of the applications on it, the speed of the PC slows down completely, and then I just don't know why it's so. But then if you close the app, the PC comes back normal. If you have any thing. Sure. And then I also have a problem about the Telegram group you have.
Right.
When I joined it, the robot or whatever asked me to join. Asked me to share or join. Some groups or whatever. My friends to the group.
No, so that's the wrong way, because our Telegram group does not ask you to let other people does not ask you to get people to join a group. It just introduces you and then asks you your name.
Yeah, but the welcome bot, it asks me to also maybe if I can share the group or join people to it. It's there if you can. So when I selected the people, about 19 people, and then joined them to the group, the bot, I think per your group settings over there, it just disabled my username there. So if you can check the banned users or maybe remove the users list, and then maybe you can stop me out.
We'll do that. Okay. Thank you very much. We've got another call on the line. Hello, Samuel.
Hello.
Hi, Samuel.
Yes. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah. Please. I wanted to ask. I got an iPad for my son.
Right.
We tried to download WhatsApp. Unfortunately, it's not allowed.
Yes.
So, is it possible that in the near future it can be you can use the WhatsApp on iPad?
Okay.
Or and with the Zoom as well, is it possible that we can use it, or I have to look for another brand to get?
Sure. We'll answer that in a bit.
Okay.
Thank you very much for calling.
You're welcome.
All right, guys. So we've got a few questions. Number one. Oh, I think I lost the guys. So first question was BlueStacks slowing down the PC. Yes, BlueStacks does slow down your PC because it's an emulator, and an emulator basically. Anyway, now let me pick up the call and answer your question. Hi, Douglas.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Please, the online. I want to work from online.
Okay.
Yeah, and I don't know how to do it. If you can.
Do you have a job already?
No, please.
Okay, so you want to be able to do some work online?
Yes, please.
Okay. So but what are your skills?
And I can do I'm best at the technology. If I can get something related to that.
Okay, so we'll answer your question in a bit.
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much for calling, Douglas. Okay, so I'll answer the questions real quick. I lost the guys on Zoom because of 40 minutes deadline. Yes. So BlueStacks slowing down the PC. Yes, BlueStacks will slow down your PC because it is sharing your PC's resources, i.e., your CPU, your RAM, to run those programs. So BlueStacks is more like your phone, a phone in your computer. So it's taking a bit of your resources to create an instance of a phone or an emulation of a phone, so you can run those phone applications on your computer. So that's why it's slowing it down. There are other emulators that could do same, and they're not as heavy, for lack of a better word, as BlueStacks. So you can try Andy. Andy is also an emulator. It's lighter. So, and the other ones, there's Memu. That's MEMU. You can try that too. And I'm sure they would sort you out. And Telegram, the Telegram group will fix that. iPad, WhatsApp, and Zoom. Yes, WhatsApp doesn't work on iPad. Apple doesn't want you to use your iPad as a phone, so they want you to use it on a phone. They want you to use WhatsApp on a phone. And if you want to use WhatsApp on your iPad, by all means, you have to jailbreak the iPad. And if you don't know what that comes with, that means that you're giving yourself unlimited privileges over the iPad, so you can do a lot more. And it also opens you up to other vulnerabilities. That means that if someone ever wanted to hack you, they have all the permission in the world to do that. So, yeah, you don't want to enable that if you don't know what you're doing. Same for all the other apps that don't work on iPads. You can install them manually. But for the WhatsApp, for instance, you need an application that you get after you jailbreak your iPad called WhatsApp, and it allows WhatsApp to work on an iPad. And also working from home, Douglas, you called, you wanted to know how to work from home. Well, you know your skills, you know what's good. You can sign up for a freelancer service like Freelancer, like Fiverr. You just sign up and then put up your skills. They'll walk you through the whole process. How do you set up your skills? How do you show what you're doing or show off what you do? And then you can tell people what you do, put a brief bio about yourself, samples of what you do, and people could reach out to you for assistance. That's about it for all the questions that we got. Thank you very much for everyone who sent in questions. Thank you everyone who called. Thank you Kofi. Thank you Michael. Thank you Winston. Wow, we've got so many other questions in WhatsApp. Someone wanted to download Zoom on the Galaxy tab and it didn't work. You can all ask these questions in our Telegram group. Just join t.me/JoyGeekSquad. You can ask your questions. There's 1,000,001 geeks out there, and they will help you solve your problems. All too soon, we've come to the end of the show. My name is Kobe Spikey Nkrumah. This has been Joy Geek Squad. And after the show, we have Overdrive, even though the news fills that gap first. Thank you, everyone, for listening. We'll catch you next week with some more tech. Until then, Geek Squad was brought to you by Home Use Car, the Hooker app. You can download the Hooker app from the App Store and the Play Store, and you can discover the state of your car before it's imported. Mobile money interoperability powered by Gibbs. Be our hero, be safe, stay home across IS Safer. And COVID Connect, a digital service that connects to the medical team at the University of Ghana Medical Center. Access COVID Connect by downloading the Lusky app from the Play Store or the Apple Store. My name is Kobe Spikey Nkrumah once again. I'll catch you guys next week. Good night.